What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. The weekend is here. Getting into this episode of GH, I would really like to know, honestly, what in the hell is Sonny's business? I really want to know, what are these shipments? We know he's in the coffee business as a legit business. We know that. But as a mob boss, it's what is your illegal activities? What is these illegal shipments that he be having coming in? Because he doesn't ship drugs, he doesn't ship guns, he doesn't allow those types of things in his territory. So what the hell is your shipments? Is he importing stolen goods, iPods, iPhones? I say iPods. iPhones, AirPods, is that what he does? Stolen goods? He fent stolen shit? I'm just curious. Illegal tobacco or something? What is it that you do? I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Because him and Jason basically were talking about the shipment and stuff, and, whoever's trying to, move in on their territory or whatever. Jason basically told him, obviously somebody, want a piece of the territory that Sonny got. Because Sonny does hold a lot of real estate. The Corinthos organization has a lot of real estate. And some other mobsters want a piece of the territory. But of course, Sonny doesn't want to share. So basically, whoever's, hijacked his coffee shipment, he's willing to negotiate. If they want to move some stuff into his territory, he's willing to negotiate it. But it can't be drugs, it can't be guns. And if they're not willing to negotiate, then him and Jason will retaliate. I said, well, it looks like you're going to have a mob war in your hands. And I can't wait. I want to know who's doing it. Because Sonny confronted Julian, but I don't believe Julian had anything to do with it. He just assumes that Julian's trying to make a move. Or he's back in the game or whatever. Basically trying to warn Julian to stay away from the Corinthoses, stay away from Michael, stay away from anything Corinthos, basically. Julian put himself in a horrible situation. You are in deep, bruh. How you gonna get out of it? I don't know. Julian is very pissed because Brad wants Willow to basically kind of be Wiley's nanny or whatever. Basically help look after Wiley. Julian's not happy about that. Brad thinks, oh, I got everything under control. Brad, no, you don't. If you had everything under control, you would... Bro, you just freaked out when Michael told you he wanted to get you a nanny. Who did he call when Michael said that? The first person he called was Julian. What are we going to do? That's literally the same day. So how the hell in the same day, first you call Julian all in a huff and a panic, what are we going to do? Then in the next breath, you're talking about, I got everything under control. I know what I'm doing. Bitch, since when? Clearly you don't. What the hell is you talking about? I know what I'm doing. Really? 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 You know what you don't. If you knew what you were doing and you had everything under control, you wouldn't be bitching and crying to Julian every time a new problem arises. A problem that's a you problem, not a Julian problem, but it's a you problem. Technically, right now, it is a Julian problem, too, because Julian decided to stick his nose in business that he didn't belong in. And once you knew the truth, you should have just opened your mouth and said something. But since Julian decided not to, that's on you. So whatever comes your way, comes your way. It is what it is. I mean, I can understand Julian's concerns because I get it. He doesn't want Willow around, spending too much time with Wiley, because the more she spends time with Wiley, the more she may figure things out. You know what I mean? You never know. Because you have to think. Not too long ago, when she was with Wiley, she felt like there was no resemblance of her or Shiloh and Wiley. There was no, features. So she was kind of, wondering about that. So the more she spends time with him, you never know what she may, what else she may notice. So it's I totally get where you're coming from. He's trying to keep the secret a secret. When you tell a lie this big and you have a secret this big, you got to go with it all the way. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Julian is realizing. He's in so deep now, he can't really tell the truth. Because it's damn, you're in an impossible situation now. So, and Brad is only going to make things worse at this point. So anyway, moving on from that. Nina. Poor Nina. Every time I think she's starting to get a little bit of common sense, she just loses it all. Like Lucy, let me just say, Lynn Herring, who plays Lucy Coe, looks amazing. She looks fabulous for her age. But I felt like Lucy was doing too much too as a business person. Like, I understood why she gave 30% to Sasha, even though I feel like 30% is way too much. But I understood it. But at the same time, she was talking about giving 5% ownership of Deception to Crimson just for preferential treatment to get on their cover. I was like, no, see, that's not how you handle business. You're giving away too much stock, first of all. You want to partner up with certain companies and stuff. That's not how business technically works. You don't have to give out shares of your company for every company that you partner with. No, because you're diminishing your own stock value. You know what I'm saying? You're diminishing your authority. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're the CEO, but with the stock, you have majority control. You keep giving out stock to any and every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you want to work with, you're going to lose your majority control. You better slow to your roll. Shit, what the hell wrong with you? Lucy done lost her mind. Like, bring me on the show as a character so I could be her advisor or something, because you're not going to be giving up all this stock. Like, I'm just saying, that's just too much. Like, no, you're doing too much. Nina was doing too much as well, because Nina showed that she lacks vision, first of all. Like, everybody keep talking about her good business acumen. Clearly, you don't have good business sense, because here she is offering you 5% of her company, and you're saying no to partnering up with Deception because Sasha is a model and co-owner. Like, who cares? Like, I understand you're not, happy with Sasha right now. I get it. You're entitled to your feelings. You're entitled to still be angry. I get that. But you're letting personal interfere with business. That's not smart. And Maxie knew it. See, I feel like Maxie really, really needs to run her own business. Either she needs to X Nina out of Crimson, or she needs to find some funding and start her own business. Period. You need to start your own magazine, because clearly Maxie, like, think about it. It was Maxie's idea to put Ava on the cover of Crimson last year. You know what I'm saying? And that was a smart business decision. And Maxie don't like Ava. She can't stand her. But yet she was willing to put that to the side because it made business sense. See what I'm saying? You got to, when something makes good business sense, you have to put your personal to the side. That's why I feel like Maxie should be running that company. If Jax had any sense and stopped thinking about Nina, like some lovesick puppy, he would see it and he would put Maxie in charge. Period. Or at least co-editor-in-chief something, where they could share equal power. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes sense. Why not partner up? It's smart business. Hell, even Sasha was telling Nina that. I swear, Maxie, she needs to rise up as the new editor-in-chief, though. I do feel that, because business is business, and I feel like Nina's letting her personal ruin the business. Not ruin it, but come on now, this is a good chance. Like, and Maxie was like, shit, give us 15% of Deception. You know what I'm saying? Like, Maxie was negotiating. I was like, okay. I still think Lucy crazy. Like, stop giving out stock in your company. Like, you're nuts. You're diminishing your power. Like, stop doing that. Like, that's not smart. Like, offer them a discount or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't offer them stock in your company. Good, valuable stock, mind you. You don't do that. Give up too much stock. Hell, they could X you out of your own damn company. You better chill out. I did feel bad for Nina, though, when she was sitting there looking at the half-heart necklace and crying and stuff. I do feel bad for her because she's hurt. You know what I mean? But you need to, like Ava, you need to pick yourself up, put on your big girl drawers, and handle business like a business person. What are you going to do? Sit there and wallow and self-pity and cry all day, every day? Like, come on now. Stop with the shenanigans. Get it together. So anyway, moving on from that, since we're talking about shenanigans, that's what brings me to Jordan, the queen of shenanigans. I feel bad for Jordan. The reason I feel bad for Jordan is because she couldn't catch the clap in a Mexican whorehouse. I'm sorry, but her investigative skills are just weak. They've been weak for years now. It's like, and it just seems to be getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I'm like, can you ever solve a case? Can you now? She's sitting there talking to Jason about the shipment, trying to give him a parking ticket for the truck. I'm like, that's the best you can do is give him a parking ticket. Oh, we're going to question the driver and all that. You might as well turn in your damn badge. I'm just saying. I have to be honest. Like, I'm just over Jordan being police commissioner at this point. So she's still upset about her friend or whatever ODing on opioids or whatever. And I guess her friend or whatever, he never had a drug problem or whatever the case. So they probably going to start thinking maybe he was murdered or something, probably. But Jordan, she just needs to relinquish her authority as commissioner. I'm just saying, like, you really need to step down, effective immediately. Honestly, with Elizabeth and Nicholas, I'm worried about Franco. Because we all know the sordid past and history of Nicholas and Elizabeth. So I'm a little nervous, like, because Elizabeth has a history of cheating, especially with Nick. She did cheat on Lucky when they were engaged with Nicholas. And there's definitely feelings still between her and Nicholas. You can tell she's still got some residual feelings. Do I believe that she's in love with Franco? Sure. But I wouldn't trust her around Nicholas. I'm just saying. So, Franco, you might want to, get your radar up. She might be your boo and y'all back together or whatever. You're back to your normal self. But her ex is back. A dude that she had feelings for, that she thought she had a baby by. So, I'm just saying, you might want to get your antenna up, get your spidey senses going, and keep a tab on your wife. You may want to. I'm just saying. Of course, Elizabeth was, talking to Nicholas basically about where he'd been the last 3 years and blah, 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 all the shit that we've already heard. I really don't know what's going to happen with Nick and Ava, like how Nick is going to maneuver Ava out, but he better do something quick because Ava's definitely the ice queen and she's not playing no games with him. I did find it weird yesterday that Ava was confiding all this information to Sonny, of all people. Like, when she was telling Sonny, her plans, like, she planned on, taking the Cassadine fortune. I thought to myself after I did that review, like, why the hell did she tell Sonny all that? Her and Sonny are not besties by any stretch of the imagination. They are not friends. So why are you, like, what's to stop Sonny from telling Nicholas what you're up to? Nicholas probably already know. Knowing him, he probably already knows. Probably not a shock to him. Especially with that post-nuptial agreement. Like, if he's smart enough to read that damn thing, then he would see what she want. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully people on this show know how to read the document. I'm just saying. You don't just run around signing shit that you don't know what's being said. I wonder who Jordan was calling, though, at the end of this episode. I really do. I wonder who she called. Julian, I know he's up to something with Brad because he was sitting there basically telling Brad, you're going to get all the help that you need. I wonder what he's up to. Because you never know with Julian. He always got a card to play. But anyway, this is pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all Monday. Hope you all have a great weekend. See you all later. Peace.